Hello one and all, and welcome back once again to my channel in case you haven't been here for a while. But this time it's going to be all about Taurans, because of course it's that time of the year when it's all about them, April and May. This is the time of the bull. Whether they are feeling bullish or whether they are feeling bearish, it is their time, and time for a special general reading just for all the Taurans out there, whether you're a Tauran by sun sign or by moon sign or by ascendant or rising sign. So I hope you're all tuned in, whether for yourself or any of your loved ones or special ones in your life who fall under this category. As always, make sure to reach out to me for a special, very detailed and insightful and invaluable reading. If you need it to be customized, this is going to be a general reading, so take it the way it fits for you and leave aside whatever is not, you feel not meant for you. So, well, what should I start by saying, except that Taurans, of course, are some of the most dependable people out there, easygoing, very loyal, very hard to, push, or they are definitely not pushovers. They are generally cool and even-tempered unless they are really pushed, too much when they get into that rage, and then, heavens forbid, and save the ones who happens to fall under that temper of theirs. So, well, some of the most, as I said, easygoing people, food lovers. They love life in general. They love all the good things in life, but they can be stubborn, and of course that's the point where they definitely need some life lessons, definitely need to let go of fixed ways of being. So I hope this reading is truly going to be invaluable for some of you out there. So let's get started. Okay, so getting down to our first couple of questions, I've already shuffled this deck, which I haven't used in quite a while. It's a beautiful, very wise deck, the Druidcraft deck, and I've been guided to use this one for people as grounded as the Taurans. So I've already shuffled it, spread it out, and I'm going to be pulling out the 3 cards for the 3 questions that I've asked. So the first question that I asked was, what is it that the Taurans who've been guided to this reading need to know at this point of time? Something that they've been, guided to leave behind, something which they already have left behind, or something which they clearly know at this point of time that they are being guided to let go of, clearly something they have left behind, or they need to clearly leave behind because it's no longer meant to be a part of their life, because it no longer serves their highest good, and it will not be coming up into their life any longer, or at least for a long time to come. So what is something of that nature? Okay, so the second question I asked was, what is it what is something that might be replacing this, because this something is meant to be a part of their life right now, because it does serve the highest good in some way or the other, something which is replacing this because it's for the highest good. And finally, a general guidance card for the upcoming 6 to 8 months of something which will be playing a role or a theme in their life, a general guidance that Spirit wishes, thinks that it's right for them to receive at this point of time, the highest good and deepest well-being. Okay, so the first card. All right, so this is the beautiful card, by the way, the Prince of Pentacles. This is in going with, I think the very first card is very much in keeping with the Tauran theme of solidity, of resources, of investments, of money, because that is what the Tauran energy is hugely about. They are not the kinds of people who like to, go into things in a whimsical or a capricious or a casual manner. They like to have a well-aware, a steady, a grounded approach in everything they do, and including especially in the way they like to invest their money or make money or receive money or achieve their material goals. They like the method to be steady, reliable, and this is very much in keeping with that. So but here it's come when I asked the question, this was the question, what is it something that they are leaving behind because it's no longer serving their highest good? So I do have a very clear idea of what this means. Let me just pick out another clarifier, since this is a quote card. So thank you, Spirit, for giving me a clarifier for this Prince of Pentacles, something that the Taurans are being clearly guided to leave behind, no longer serves the highest good. Okay, very, very interesting. Okay, let's go with this. Okay, so I feel that some of you out there have not been for a while you've been feeling kind of like dissatisfied, kind of not too sure about what to do, and at this point of time you have been guided, or you clearly have already been guided to move away from your usual approach of sometimes being over cautious, over steady, over going too slow, then it's for your highest good. Sometimes you need to think out of the box, go away and do the something which is not tried and tested, because that is what's you've been guided to. Everything has its plus sides and the negative sides. So while reliability and being steady, a steady learner and going steady is very good in a lot of ways, especially in the financial affairs and in the financial solidity, or the otherwise creating a solid well provided for life. Sometimes you realize again and again that nature or something inside you is guiding you circumstantially to not just stick to that, but do something which is more refreshing, out of the box. Sometimes you need to take risks, sometimes you do need to do what you would previously have thought is risky, so sometimes you need to do that. So for a while now you've been aware that you need to move away from just being too slow, too cautious, too steady, and instead or maybe it's time now to put into action all the things that you might have learned, the knowledge you might have gained, the wisdom you might have gained in a particular way of living a life, or maybe about your resources, about how you like to use your resources, how you like to invest them, how you like to make more money. So you have gained a lot of knowledge through life and through your own understanding and interest in this subject, but now you're being guided to go ahead and use it right, and not just keep sticking here and keep being too you slow, or because that's not going to work right now. You're being guided to make moves, be faster, be more dynamic. And this is in relation to something to do with the family, because Taurus is also a very family oriented sign, a home oriented sign. They like a well provided, happy, fulfilled, prosperous home. So this is yes, so this is something I feel in relation to that. So you're being guided to right now, in order to create this happiness, in order to create the rainbows, in order to create a full home, the feeling of emotional good. This is not just about monetary, but this is about emotional contentment, which is way more than just money. Money cannot buy just everything. While it is important, it cannot just buy everything. It cannot buy joy of the heart and peace of the home, that kind of abundance. So this is something about that, I feel. So you are being, what I feel is being guided to come out of your box, because you can be very stubborn. So move away from the tried and tested and oversteady approaches of being with the family, or providing for them, or earning for them. So not be rigid, not be too stubborn, not be too slow, become more spontaneous. And so this approach is what you feel is not doing you any longer. Some of you have already started being self-aware that you need to be more spontaneous, think more out of the box, no longer just continue doing the tried and tested things which were working earlier, but they are no longer working. Okay, that's quite an explanation. So moving to the next one, what is it that will be replacing this? Now remember, this is a general reading, so not everything might be absolutely accurate or perfectly on the dot or resonating for each one of you. So take it as it fits for you. So 8 of Pentacles, wonderful. This is what is replacing it. So some of you are ready to take risks, you're ready to be more spontaneous, and you are being guided to hone your craft. You're being guided to hone your craft. You are being guided to become better and better at what you already are good at. So, and you are more than prepared, more than ready to do it, because it gives you joy, and you are all set to really get deep into it, to burn, as they say, burn the midnight oil, if that's what it's going to take. But this is something which is not, even if you need to burn the midnight oil, this is something which comes from within you. you know, doing something and taking something to perfection, but this is something which truly gives you joy. It's a talent, it's a craft, a professional, or something which is really suited to you. It truly honors who you are. It is a natural talent. It's aligned with your natural talents, your natural way of thinking what brings you joy. So this is kind of professional perfection, or honing of a craft or a skill which will be truly valuable. It will create a path for you, a career path, or you will be investing a lot of time in it, in perfecting this knowledge, wisdom, studying more, learning more, hands-on. But whatever it is, you are being guided to. And maybe this is something which you were not doing earlier, but this is, you know, so you've done what you've done here. You've done this, no longer, or you've already gathered the wisdom, and this, you will not be coming back to this stage of learning, of, you know, being a student maybe, or being a patient learner for a long time, because you've already learned a lot, you've already come a long way, and you are now ready to take do what it takes, and you are ready to take it to a new, different level of perfection. Maybe also be guiding other people in the times to come. And final, okay, so you guys have all Pentacles. It's all about money, Taurians, money. There's lots of money speaking right now, so some of you might be happy to hear this. So this is your general guidance about, again, it's centered on resources. See, this is about, again, I would say general guidance is to be, so what the sense I'm getting is, don't be too, you know, don't just earn, don't just create abundance to lock it away, to put it under lock and key. Do that, but do it in you know, do it with wisdom. When you know that you're investing or keeping away your money, don't do it because you are scared, or because you are being miserly, or because, you know, you just want to hoard. Hoarding is not going to help. Do it when you're making investments. Do that in the right manner, after studying, after knowledge, after fairness, and use the money. Use it to create abundance. That's what I'm getting. So use the money, don't lock away. Also, don't lock away the money. If you have accumulated some decent sums of money, don't lock them away, or maybe don't just put them away in the bank. That's what I sense. Use it to create more abundance. Use it to, like in investments, maybe you have good investment opportunities, maybe the stocks or something, after careful study, of course. But use it. So don't just lock it away. Use it to create more abundance. Use the money to beget, to create more money. Do it in a wise manner. You have a lot of wisdom. Maybe this is what it's all about. The previous cards, you have wisdom and knowledge in this subject. So use this, and don't just keep things under hoarding, lock and key. Use this wisdom to, you know, manifest greater abundance with the abundance you already have. Don't go too cautious, and also don't become, you know, just rash with your money or investments. So take the right path. So not being rash or careless, and neither being, you know, a hoarder or stingy, or just not wanting to think out of the box. So that's the lesson for you with your resources, right? So that's what I'm sensing, right? Okay, so that's quite a bit of guidance there. And so money, I'm for sure is going to be money, resources, investments. For sure, it's going to be playing a big role in the coming months for you, and which is not a surprise, being a Taurian, the bulls. Maybe the stock market is going to play a role in your life. So so that's not surprising at all. Let me pull out another deck and let's ask some questions. Okay, I'm going to be using this since it fell out. Okay, some general guidance. So what is it that the Taurians need to know at this point of time? Some general guidance is coming for them, for the Taurians. Guidance around the home, guidance around the profession, or career, or money, and any other general guidance. So things. So what is something that they should be proactively engaged in? Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so So guidance for the Taurians centering around home, relationships and family. Guidance for them which is professional, around their profession or their finances and resources. And some guidance about things that they should, energies they should actively embrace this point of time. Okay, so around home and all. You have the same card which you just got. Look at that, the Eight of Pentacles in the first deck. So there's tarot for you, connecting straight to your spirit guides. So it is very, very clear to me. There is no doubt about the fact that, again, I asked a question right now for your home and relationship. So there is no doubt that resources and you're working, this is honing your craft again, burning the midnight. This is literally, see, burning the midnight lamp, as I say. So even in your home front relationships right now, your focus is a lot on investing, on honing a craft or honing your professional, on honing your knowledge of something in a way which is again centered around creating solidity, future professional growth, future abundance, and that is going to impact your family and whole. So this is going to take a huge place in your life right now, and this is also going to be impacting your home life, which is nothing negative. It just means that you will be, your family and people around you will be prepared that this is something which is going to take a lot of your time right now, or your interest, and it's okay, and something you're enjoying building. And so this is what is going to, through this filter, your relationships, your home and everything else will be connected right now. So again, professional and growth, and just getting deeper into your craft, becoming better and better and better. So a major theme. So this was about home. So let's see what we have about profession and finances. Seven of Wands. Okay, let me see. All right. So I feel that some of you will be guided to, especially when confused, or if you are already confused right now, or sometimes not sure, or sometimes you feel like you don't have a clear answer and you're feeling cornered or you're feeling stuck. At those times, you are being guided to take the higher approach, the higher perspective. So whatever you do at times in your life when you need to move away from it all and get a slightly higher perspective, that's what I feel. So it's great if some of you are already into meditation or going deep within yourself, or seeking a higher, or connecting to the higher voice that comes from within you, the inner voice, because that will guide you out of this. If you ever feel stuck professionally and unsure what to do, or if you feel stuck or cornered, so this will guide you, what to do. So that's what I feel. So get into that, create that zone which will guide you to higher action, and what you need to what is it that you need to make sure that you stand grounded in, and what is it that you need to let go of. So in professional, sometimes you might feel stuck or cornered or not too sure. At those times, it's really important for you to take a higher perspective of things, the higher view, not the short-term view, not the limited view, but a higher perspective, which is an all bigger, all embracing perspective of things professionally, because that will help you. Okay, become unstuck, or don't be too stubborn, don't be too bullheaded. Again, sorry, but that's the exact term about things professionally or related to money. Know when it's time to dig your heels in, and know when it's time to take a higher some things maybe you are being too stubborn to see from another perspective. So when it's time to do that. So and a general, again, you have another Pentacles quote card, which you just got. Similar cards. See the Page of Pentacles you have. So this is general guidance again, that you will be some things which you have already learned as a student, or in your journey of life, or in a particular professional aspect, or some skill or wisdom in some knowledge in something which is valuable, something you've invested your patience, your time, your labor in, will be part of your life in some way. That you'll be putting it to use, or you'll be guided deeper into it. So you know that's so let's put a clarifier for this one. Okay, wonderful. So yes, so I feel that all the knowledge and wisdom that you've patiently labored to receive, to work deeply through, and when Taurans do something, they do it really, you know, they do not do it superficially, and like some of the zodiacs out there, you know, they'd like to get deep like foundation. They don't like to skip the foundational things, you know, just to get the superficial overview. They like to really get their hands dirty, so to say. So that's only then they can truly feel confident in it themselves and in guiding others. So that's what the Tauran is for you. So this, what this is, you know, this might be this knowledge, this skill, this patient learning of something might be guiding you to a great brainwave, a great new brainwave in your work, or if you do work of your own or whatever, or something. It'll be guiding you to some absolute clarity about something, a new perspective, a brilliant idea, a brilliant new approach to something, you know. So it will be guiding you, it will be clearing the fuzziness or the mental haze or the confusion, and it'll be leading you to some brilliant out of the box, some clear insights which will be truly valuable for you. So that's what this is about. So okay, I just want to pull another card clarifier for this card about the profession. So thank you for another clarifier for the Seven of Wands. Right, so some of you might be balancing again. You have all the themes, everything right now for the next at least 6 to 8 months is going to be centering somewhere around resources, around money. I feel this is about, you know, again about managing money or investments. So you'll be trying to balance investments, you know, taking out some, selling something, buying something, or that kind. So it's kind of a balance, like you balance a portfolio, that kind of thing. I don't know why I'm getting this, and again it's some kind of balance again with the resources, but it's going to be a balance. Maybe it's going to be an enjoyable balance, you're going to be enjoying doing that, but just make sure that this is, when you feel stuck, take the higher approach, go within. Don't stay stuck just for the purpose of being stuck. Make sure that you know when to dig your heels in and when not to. So there will be some kind of professional balance, balancing of two different things or two different aspects, or portfolios or projects or whatever, opinions or works or tasks or jobs involved in your professional work life. So that's what it is, and you are feeling clear and logical right now. Many of you are feeling clear and logical, not too emotional. You are being, you know, you're ready for an unemotional approach, a clear-headed approach to a certain part of your life. So that's great. So let's see. So you have resources and money playing major themes in your life right now. There's no doubt about that. So on that note, let's just have, this is a deck, the deck of abundance. So I think it's befitting that I use this deck because so much of money and resources and investments has come into your theme for your life for the next 6 to 8 months, in almost every single card, that it's right for me to ask for guidance from the angels of abundance. So thank you, angels of abundance, for giving higher guidance for all the Taurans out there who are connected to this reading. What is it that you wish to let them know at this point of time about their means of abundance and creating abundance for the highest good and deepest well-being? Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, wonderful. So another one. So okay, so they're literally picking them out for you. Okay. Moonlighting. Wonderful. Look at the message. Guys, I feel some of you are going to be making some money. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So this is for those of you people, especially if you've been feeling stuck. I feel this is connected to the first card that we got, like where it said that some of you have already know by now, or will be getting to know, that you're letting go of always playing it safe, or always wanting things which are tried and tested, reliable and conventional and typical careers, because your heart is not in it. You've been wanting to do something exciting. Your heart knows what it is. You know you have talents for it, but yet, because being the Tauran, you're not sure, because you want to keep it safe. You want to keep it steady. And this is your guidance for, if it means anything for you, that you can, what you can do is you can, and I also, you know, you just also got the Two of Pentacles. Remember that you'll be balancing either two jobs or two portfolios or two kinds of work or two kinds of knowledge. And see, this is exactly befitting that. It reaffirms that you can go ahead and continue with the job which you feel is safe and reliable and steady right now, but you can start branching out into what brings you joy slowly, so that you can start building it up. And maybe this is also about burning the midnight lamp, so you can start doing that, so that in times to come, if you're truly aligned and if it truly starts picking up and going well, you can totally move on to that as your primary career, which is aligned with your heart and soul, because this is the time, this is your guidance from spirit. So you can absolutely you know, do that. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So if you've been in doubt, this is your reaffirmation that yes, you are supported as you start working on something which is out of the box, something which is not the usual tried and tested, because your heart and soul is guiding you to do it, and you deserve to do what you love to do, because you will bring it out. You will bring out the best in yourself, and you will give it the best. And another card for whoever it is meant for. Wonderful. Again, it says obstacles and blocks are lifted. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. So all your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Awesome. And of course, once again, a reminder of gratitude, in case some of you have not been aware or not been practicing enough. An attitude of complaint or I need more, I have less, is not going to get you anywhere. Gratitude for all you already have, including knowledge, wisdom, and resources and abundance, and all the blessings in your life, will create more gratitude, reasons to be grateful for. So make sure that when you're working to create more in the right way, through the right means, through the right talents, through heart and soul, you are also already centered in gratitude and thanks for what you already have achieved so far in your journey of life. Not everything just measured in terms of money, but in terms of learning, wisdom, knowing, clarity, you know, love, joy, so all that. So these are great things. So these are about abundance. So these are all things which will guide abundance, greater abundance into your life at this point of time. Okay, so let's ask for some messages from Archangel Michael, because I like to do that for everyone. Him being the guardian angel of you know, protection, of bringing courage, light, safety, especially if any of you out there are feeling uncentered, or you know, kind of unsure or worried because of situations, circumstances. So thank you, Archangel Michael, for sending her the highest message to love and light for the Taurans out there, the bulls out there, guided to this reading. Okay, so we'll be picking out two cards. Okay, and okay, this one. Spend more time outdoors. Okay, guys, have you been just spending all your time indoors, looking at your, you know, work aspects, looking at your stocks, you know, the bulls and bears thing? So you need to go outdoors. You need to spend more time outdoors, and you need to, you know, take your head out of the phone or the computer or the TV or whatever it is, or the books, or get off that couch, because the Taurans can really become, you know, couch buddies, couch potatoes, you know, good food and a nice couch, and you know, so you need to go outdoors, more of hiking, a little bit of traveling, fresh air in the garden or outdoors. You need to do that, no excuses. So it says the prayer is, thank you for motivating me to spend more time outdoors and for helping me relax and enjoy connecting with nature, because when you do that, you connect, you allow greater grounding, you allow the negative energy to be sifted away and cleared away, and you come back with a greater bounce and solidity for all the good work, more centered in all that you need to do. So it's nature and grounding outside in fresh air and outdoors with nature, with plants, with trees, with birds, with the sky. It is really important to connect with that. And the other card is for okay, it says you created the situation and you have the power to change it. So, and the prayer is, in case any of you wishes to repeat this prayer or say it, thank you for letting me lean on your strength and for reminding me of my personal power. Please guide me to manifest and heal according to divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved. So what I feel it says, you created the situation and you have the power to change it, is I feel it's an answer, a specific answer for some of you, which you might have had on your mind or in your subconscious, that you are dealing with a certain situation or a situation of lack of clarity or duality or confusion, or where you need to make a decision but you don't know what to make, you're feeling stuck. So it says you have the power in some way, through some actions or thought or belief, you ended up creating the situation and you have the power to now change it also. So use that resourcefulness or your power if you need to take an action, or you need to make communication with someone, or whatever, you need to take initiative, or you need to also ask for divine help. But you absolutely have the power. If you were doubting whether it will work out or not, you have the power. If you created it, you have the power to harmonize it back. So you know already whatever you need to do. So whatever it is, please go ahead and do it. So those were some messages from Archangel Michael of higher guidance, of clarity, and I wish to pick out, I want to use another deck actually, before I'll finally move on to the Ganesha deck, which will be the last one for today. So I want to ask the divine keepers of the light for their loving guidance for the Taurans out there. So I'll be picking out again a couple of cards. Thank you for bringing loving guidance of the highest kinds for the Taurans out there for the next 6 to 8 months, something which is truly important for them to know in their life at this point of time, for the highest good and deepest well-being. Okay, so another one. Let's look at another one. Single one. So let me just pull it out. This is a slippery deck on this surface always. Okay, so a guidance for the Taurans out there who are connected to this reading. What is it that they need to know at this point of time? Okay. Oh, then it says psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. So Taurians, it's not always just, you know, important to stay like, you know, go the earthy way. Sometimes it's important to also connect to the higher upper part of you. You know, you people can be very grounded, which is great. Grounding is great. Root chakras can be you know, open and clear, but sometimes, you know, you need to connect also. Your higher chakras need to be open, connecting to insight. So, you know, grounding to the earth is great, but you also need to have your higher chakras and your third eye and the crown chakra open and connected to light. So this is happening for you at this point of time. So make sure that you are following your intuition and allowing it to develop even more powerfully when you start connecting with it. It will serve you really well. So doubt yourself less. And the other card is, okay, Maha Avatar Babaji, soul expansion. So this is a beautiful card, and for some of you, I feel, especially if you are followers of the self-realization path, Yogananda's movement, the self-realization society. We also have a beautiful center here in Encinitas, California. So I feel this might be especially for some of you, of course for any others also who resonate with it. So this is like a guru guidance from Maha Avatar Babaji. He's also taken like, you know, almost like an avatar of, you know, like a part of like Shiva on earth. So you have a message there. He's a true divine light being. And it's again about soul expansion. It says your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. So especially this is, I feel, especially since 2020, because so many things which you took for granted, so many of the usual ways of being have changed. And this can be especially discomforting for Taurans because they are very, very fixed personalities. They are used to certain things in the same way. They do not really like change. Typical Tauran, especially, unless of course it's, you know, interceded or also impacted by some other totally different signs in your natal chart, or especially in your zodiac or your moon, right, or rising sign. Otherwise Taurans are really fixed. And this, you have since the past year been seeing that things no longer, you know, you've been seeing the, instead of being just on an island of your own, you've seen how what is happening with you and with another are interconnected. How what's happening where you live in your part of the earth is so interconnected with someone on the other part of the earth. So you've been realizing that in so many ways from inside you, you know. So your consciousness is now expanding. It's getting ready for bigger things. And again, you had the same card here, psychic insight. So don't resist that part. Don't restrain. Allow it to happen. You're connecting to the light. You're connecting to your intuitive part. So wonderful, wonderful guidances, guys. So I feel your root chakra, along with your root chakra, your crown and your third eye are also, you may have used less and less of it, but as I said, you know, the first card, tried and tested, you have let go of the tried and tested. It's no longer serving your highs. You're moving into bed. So this is also part of that, you know, knowing that it's okay to be connected to light. To your intuition, something which you might have, you know, doubted earlier, that this is not the way to live a life. What is intuition? Maybe you had a distrust of these things, but now you're learning. So that is, you know, disconnecting with past way of being. So as came out in your first card, you're letting go of that. Okay, I want to end this reading now with a beautiful Ganesha guidance, because I feel as we have endings, it also holds a new beginning. So Ganesha is for prosperity. Taurans love prosperity. Ganesha is for new beginnings. You have new beginnings happening. So a Ganesha guidance with love. Thank you, Ganesha, for sending your highest loving guidance for the Taurans out there connected to this reading. Guidance which will make sense for them, bring in some clarity for them that they truly need at this point of time in their life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So take whichever one resonates. Decision again. See, you just got a guidance, previous guidance, which where I said you might need to be making a decision. You're confused and you were guided by Archangel Michael to, you know, about the situation, that since you created it, knowingly or unknowingly, you also have the power to reset it or you know, harmonize it or clear it. So again, I feel this could be about that or about something else. Decision, there's something about which you need to take a decision. So the right, I think, if you've been procrastinating or sitting on it for too long, it's time for you to get up and do whatever is needed. Move, take action, take the right action. You already might, I feel, know what that right action is. You just been doubting or just been feeling, you know, lazy or unsure or unready, but go ahead and take the decision. Connect with the higher guidance, connect with your inner voice, and go ahead and either ways take the decision. Come out of the haze or the mental confusion or the escape measures. Okay, blessings, beautiful. Love this card. This is blessings of abundance. So blessings are being showered upon you in some way, in some aspect of your life or life in general. Make sure you are aware of these blessings, because they are not always about, you know, money. It's not always about a lottery ticket. You know, blessings come in so many ways, and if you're not aware, you might just miss it. You might keep looking out for them and thinking, where are they, when they are pouring to you from left, right, and center all the time. So make sure, little list of things. So blessings, this is a card. So in some way, definitely you'll be becoming aware, especially if you are connected and centered, that you're being blessed in so many ways. Obstacles are being lifted. Blessings are being showered. New things are being showered. A new path, new life, maybe new beginnings. Blessings in some way, monetarily or abundance or relationships. Just joy. You're being blessed. right now. And Ganesha's blessings, as we all know, they mean a lot. He's the remover of obstacles and hindrances in our path of abundance, in a path of gaining knowledge and wisdom, removing ignorance. When Ganesha is blessing you, it is surely something. He's the creator of, you know, all he's the remover of all obstacles and hindrances. So you're blessed. And the final card is guidance. So this is some guidance. This is the Trinity, like we say, the Holy Trinity, and in this case this is the Brahma, Shiva and Vishnu. So the creator, the preserver and the destroyer of the universe. And destroyer is because everything which is no longer you know, working for your highest good in terms of the universe, when things are not, they have lived out whatever they were meant to do, they've done, and they are at a stage where they are no longer needed, where they are no longer right, they need to be done away with or destroyed, so that new life, new birth, new things can replace them. So that is what it is. So guidance, be connected to these three aspects of your life. What are you creating? What are you trying to preserve? And what is it that's for which it's now time to, you know, be destroyed or done away with? And also connect to these three parts of guidance, or in terms of, you know, the deities or however you believe in the guidance. So you are being guided. You know, there's a lot of like blessings, there is guidance coming your way. So make sure you are tuned into that guidance and those blessings. You know, so stay connected, stay centered, be centered, because if one is who is centered in all these three aspects is truly a centered being. You know, he knows that what comes has to go, what is built will be one day destroyed. So he's not living in too much attachment, because attachment causes pain. You know, if it comes, if it's there, it will be going away. What is rising will fall one day. So be centered in the knowledge of all of this. So well, Taurians, that's all that I have for you today, but I truly hope that all of you got at least some level of insight, some clarity, which will truly serve you well in the coming 6 to 8 months for your highest good. So don't forget to keep coming back to my channel for other kinds of spiritual and similar content, and of course for a fresh new reading only for the Geminis coming up next month. Till then, stay solid, stay centered, but also don't forget to look out of the box.